woo! All right. So yeah, pretty groovy. It's been interesting. This week for me, I've taken things a lot less serious. That was something I believe we talked about in the last video, is loosening up and getting more into play and stuff like that. So I think I was laughing about literally everything. Like, oh, it's like, I don't know. I think it's a good thing. But now it's so funny because today I'm like, come on, Victoria, you've got to like prioritize and get some seriousness going. Honestly, you gotta like think about things like making money and stuff like that. And I'm like, in the video and commitment. So again, it's really just like, I guess, balance, so let's start with that message. We have prioritize from our angels. So priorities, like for example, if you're like working all the time and you need to play, but then after the end of play, it's like, okay, we need to prioritize and get back to work or whatever. So priorities are really like key to have the balance of success there. So just keep up them priorities. So it says focus on your highest priorities, and the angels will help you get organized and motivated. So yeah, so it's like that's kind of the gut feeling I'm getting. So after this video, I've got to like feng shui and take care of the garden, and we have a company where we don't just do YouTube. We also are in farmers markets. I grow plants. I'm an herbalist. I have a lot to dehydrate. I have a lot to package. We have another market coming up tomorrow. So it's like, it's actually a lot more about play, help me realize the priorities that I need in my physical realm. Like, I'm a very spiritual person, but I need to prioritize that in the physical realm. Cool. Which brings me into the other card we got from our stone card, which is leadership, the sunstone. So you may be called to prioritize, and also to, we're called to take leadership. And what I kind of pick up from that is not like your old ways of like, dominance or anything, but more of like, be empowered, take your power back, stand in your sovereignty, choose to activate your purpose, and take lead, with spirit. The way I see it is like spirit leads me, and spirit will be like, or Jesus will be like, take lead. So, cool, I'll lead, But prioritizing and taking leadership and leading, like we need to be, as the light workers, healers, empath, the examples for others to be inspired and to see like, oh, this is cool and stuff like that. Cool, like, it's not woo-woo. I don't know why. I got triggered by that this weekend, but I heard somebody, I don't know who it is, but somebody was like, oh, wondering if I was spiritually woo-woo. And I was like, what the heck does that mean? He's like, oh, are you logically woo-woo? It's like, I just heard this random thing. I don't know if it's real or not. I have a lot of questions about telepathy, and a lot of questions of, is this really happening, and who am I actually talking to or hearing, I have a lot of questions. But the thing is, it triggered me in a healthy way to realize, no, with the priority that the angels are asking of us, we can take lead so we can show how practical and real it really is. Like, spirit is real. It's like as real as the air. Like, you really need air, you really need breath to breathe, right? We really need that to exist. So we really need spirit to exist. And so it's not woo-woo, it's real. However, it's going to take some responsibility, like, to make sure we're not just like looking a certain way, which I never would really even think about being concerned about how we look. But actually, if we're taking lead, we are the examples. So we do need to put on that, like, when you meditate and you center, you come up with logical resolutions and then take action and leadership to bring about that dream into reality. And then it's like we're prioritizing correctly. And then also what it's saying that brings in is prosperity. So physical manifestations. So we prioritize, we do the spiritual internal work, we take lead by being the examples and being the change you want to see in the world, and then we attract the prosperity and the power and everything we need to be an example, right? Okay, cool. So then we also got wind, which to me just feels like the winds of change. So winds of change, to prioritize, to take lead, to be the example, and to gain the prosperity. So we get out of this like looking like we're woo-woo and actually see how practically applicable we as spirituality really is. Spiritual is practical. It's, it's an illusion to think that it's separated. But anyway, so that's my message for today that I feel channeling is spiritual is practical. Cool. All right, so our chakras of the week, we have the crown, which is getting downloads, from heaven and stuff like that. And so it says, conscious breathing turns the cup of our consciousness from upside down to right side up so that we can catch the blessings that rain down upon us. Which makes me think of prioritizing and, the prosperity coming in. So it's like, instead of it looking like it's some far off, like, just so far in the ethers you don't even understand what's happening, bringing it down to earth so that spiritual is practical, right? So turning upside down so that the blessings can rain. So people are like, whoa, how you get so blessed? Be like, I'm one with God. The spiritual is the practical. What? So breathing in, we hear the word sa. Breathing out, we hear ho, so, no. I don't really know what that means. I'm just gonna be honest. But pour down those blessings, prioritize. Like right now, I'm going to prioritize some physical manifestation so I can bring in some prosperity come this market tomorrow. But anyway, that's like where we're at, bring it in the real. Okay, here's another message, and this is specifically for anyone. I have personally witnessed and know a lot of people going through this currently right now. Actually, hold on one second. Let's go back to the second chakra, which makes me think of leadership, prosperity, the physical realm. We have the sacral. Is that the sacral? Yeah, I was like, is it the root or the sacral? Like real intimacy, real beautiful intimacy, in the physical as well. The first step to pull more life force into your life is to make room for it. Ooh, prioritize, clear your space. It is winged and requires space that is not easily granted by a crowded world. Okay, so when I hear that, I think purge out distraction so you can hear intuition. Clear out clutter so you can make space for others. Ooh, bless me. Yeah, rock on. All right. And then it says, your attention is the coin of the realm that pays for its focus. So, yeah, pay attention. Make space, pay attention. Spirit is moving things, for us to prioritize, to take lead in our lives. Meaning like be empowered and then bring in that prosperity. It really just feels like collectively we're going to bring more manifestation, like heaven embodied into earth kind of thing. So breathing in, we hear the words, I am. Breathing out, new. I am new. Woo! Yeah, dig it. The winds of change, taking leadership, prioritize, being brand new, downloading from the higher vibes. And I went through like a serious thing with Jesus this weekend, which was a detox into initiation. So it seems like other beings are called to the same. We're leveling up, y'all. It's time to bring heaven on earth in the physical so we can reach people with the spirituals, the practical. Not just be like where they're like, oh, they're woo-woo. Not getting the right idea that way. So let's get these initiations and let's get that spiritual and the practical, y'all, now. Come on now. We got it. We got to take lead. We're being called to level up. And I know for sure. I know for sure. For me, it's been like I've never slept so much in my life, I don't think. But I had to. That was a part of my detox into my initiation was more dream world. And I dream after dream was like more like I was going out trying to reach people. Like you don't have to give in to lust. You can, hold on to true love and like all this like dream work and stuff. And, it's like purging it from the inside out, and then now I can feel what they're saying when they're talking about this because I'm ready to bring it in the physical. I've got a lot more energy. I'm charged up. So my physical body needed to catch up with the higher vibrations by resting more because I'm a work, do it all, and then I had to learn how to receive and just like relax. So in whatever way it calls for you, but initiations are leveling up right now so that we can be the spiritual as the practical. And then ending on a different message now. If you, because this message came up and I was like, God, why? Because I've personally gone through a lot of friends and family going to the heavens. But there are other people, I'm sure, out there right now that are also grieving, someone who's transcended it, which is wonderful for them. They're up in the heavens or whatever. And that's fantastic, but we're also here processing that on earth. And so the kind of thing I was getting was like to spread that love, and I got the same message, so I'm going to spread it here. Heaven is saying, hi, all your members in heaven that you may be processing letting go of. It says your loved ones in heaven are doing fine, let go of worries, and feel their loving blessings. So they may be wanting to connect to you spiritually. And if you're processing that, I understand it's grief is a process, or whatever, loss is a process. And it's not only that, sometimes, you could grieve a loss of a relationship or, a change of life or a different job or whatever. But when you've actually, like, my grandpa was somebody who recently went to the heavens. One of my best friends recently went to the heavens. And my father 2 years ago. And these are all people I was very, very close to, which I still feel close to. So they're reminding me, like, we're still connected in heaven to earth. And so they can give you messages and bless you and help you understand about how to bring in, prioritize, and bring in the spiritual to practical. So it's like, if something like that's happened, you haven't really lost anything. They're just not in the physical form, but you're still connected, and they're letting you know, we're saying hi, we're doing well, we want to connect with you. So in that initiation of level up might have something to do with connecting to the spirit world more, might have something to do with bringing in more to the physical world. It depends on which department. If you're more of a thinker, maybe you got to go diving into feelings and the spiritual intuition. If you're more of a feeler, like me, it's time to get logical and real with it. I like making fun of myself because I'm like, I'm in the ether. It's like, why isn't this moving yet? It's like, if you want to get out of stagnatory, you have to like actually physically get the strength to move things by getting enough rest and healing and releasing. And so processing for me had to do a lot with going into the dream realm, where I can do a lot more that's not limited by the physical. So find what works for you. If you're in the dream realm a lot, come out and like go get a new job that's more in the physical, or like, prioritize whatever you need to do. Bring it into manifestation, because it looks like that's what Spirit is saying this week is really important. We're going through initiations and understanding if someone's trying to cross over, they're with you, they love you, you are not alone. And also there's winds of change going on. There's initiation. We're getting, the upside down is being right side up. It's what was all off course is getting redirected to be on course, so that we can take lead, so that we can be the example and prioritize and be the example and bring spirituality into a practical manifestation. Also prosperity in that. So that sounds like this week is really a balancing of like, heart and mind coming together, aligned in one, and God is love. So, that's what we're doing, bringing into alignment and being the examples. So thank you for showing up and being an example, and we hope you have a super practical but also super spiritual week, because spiritual is practical. We're uniting heart and mind and body and soul all aligned and all that good jazz, and just having a good old party with wholesomeness. So yay, wholesomeness! Woo! So thank you so much for joining us here today on the MystiCOOLS. If you like our channel, feel free to subscribe. You can hit the little bell. When you hit the bell, it'll be like, bing! It'll let you know about our videos coming up. And if you like our video, go ahead and hit like. And if you'd like to leave a comment, we absolutely adore, love, and appreciate it. And have a super blessed, spiritual, practical week. Blessings. Namaste.